Welcome to Galveston Kitchen. Today we are making Southwest turkey chili.
If you know anything about Texas, you know we love our chili. There's so many ways to make it and every family has their favorite. I discovered my favorite recipe on my lunch break at a time when I was trying to lose a few pounds. Cafe Express had this amazing turkey chili with black beans and corn. I merged it with my own recipe and I've been making it that way ever since. I'm so excited to share this recipe with you. It's a healthy one packed with flavor.
Go ahead and get your shot of the grocery list and let's do this.
We're gonna use black beans and pinto beans, a can each of Hunt's tomato sauce and petite diced tomatoes, bag of whole kernel corn, chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, fresh tomato. Fresh jalapenos, that's 1 jalapeno. Minced garlic, 1 bunch of green onion. That's 4 celery stalks, those red and green pepper, 1 each. 1 bunch of cilantro, and then we got 1 medium-sized onion.
Seasoning is the key to good chili.
For this recipe, we are using salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder, cumin, oregano, and smoked paprika. And of course, these are all listed on the grocery list earlier in the video. Okay, we got 3 big steps here. First, we're gonna brown the turkey. Step 2, we're gonna season our veggies, get everything ready for all the rest of our ingredients. And then in step 3, we got canned goods.
First, we are adding our garlic and onions so it can penetrate deeply into the ground turkey.
The only thing that's in here is my ground turkey, onions, and garlic. First round of seasoning. Make sure it's nice and flavorful. We are only gonna do 2 tablespoons of salt here for our entire pot of chili. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of pepper. We got 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of garlic to 2 tablespoons of onion powder. We're gonna do a tablespoon of cumin, 3 teaspoons of oregano. Stir that thing up. Now we got our meat all seasoned. Now we're gonna add our vegetables. We want some of that heat to start settling in here too. So we wanna get our chili and adobo sauce in here. Jalapenos. Cayenne here. Let's add our peppers. And that's 1 each, red and green. We're also gonna add our celery. Cilantro, that's 1 bunch. You can put less or use parsley. I've got a bunch of green onions. Put all these in the mix. The other thing I'm gonna add in is my 1/2 cup of crushed tomato. I'm gonna add my 4 tablespoons chili powder, 3 tablespoons of sweet vermouth, and we're adding 3 tablespoons of liquid smoke. After I get this all mixed up, I'm gonna cover and saute it. And one thing I did forget to add was my smoked paprika, so I'm gonna add a tablespoon of that. So now that we've let this simmer for several minutes, now we're adding a can of petite diced tomatoes, a can of tomato sauce, 2 cans of water. Let's bring our meat mixture to a high simmer. Put this on medium-high heat. A lot of folks would stop their chili right here. Now, if you like a meatier chili, you don't like beans, let your vegetables get to the texture that you want them, and you have an amazing turkey chili already. But if we want those anti-inflammatory properties, we're going to add 1 can of black beans, a can of pinto beans, and this is our level 2. We could let this simmer out for another 10 minutes, let those beans warm up, and we stop, right? That's level 2. Or we can add our corn, and I'm using corn, gives it a lightness, a sweetness. This is level 3. So then we only have to just simmer this out on a low heat for about 10 minutes. The thing I love about chili is I can make this in the morning before I go to work, turn it off, and by the time I get home, that seasoning has set in, setting everything off. And I am going to take out this chili pepper. In 2019, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. It was an immediate life change. My eating, what I drank, what I ate, how I slept, what I did in my daily routine. I was in chronic pain, like chronic pain all the time. And
every joint of my body. I was adjusting, and in doing that, I needed those things that made me feel rooted and like myself. It was a healthy recipe because of how and when I found it, but it was still pre-diagnosis, and so it still felt like mine. That made it mean something. I remember when I ate it then, I would leave the corn out, and that was kind of my reminder to be gentle with myself. But it made me feel comforted as I was adjusting to a new life. Now that I have the RA under control, I put the corn back in, but in half the amount.
My family eats it so many different ways, especially when I'm being really intentional about being anti-inflammatory in my eating, or if I'm on a low-fat diet, I'll just eat it, no rice, no crackers, no carbs. You can all personalize it a little bit. My brother tends to like healthy like I do, or with some rice. My daughter likes to eat it sometimes with rice. Sometimes she likes to eat it with Fritos and sour cream and cheese, and that makes a Frito pie out of it. I've also put quinoa in my chili. Y'all ain't ready to talk about that.
It's been all about balance.
Happy island eating, y'all.